AI is going to end humanity. AI is just autocomplete. It's thinking. It's not thinking. It's conscious. It's a stochastic parrot. It's the most important invention since fire. It's a bubble. If you're confused about AI, it's not because you're not smart enough. It's because the conversation around AI is designed to be confusing. So let's do something different. Let's strip away the sci-fi, the marketing, and the panic, and look at what's actually sitting inside the machine. By the end of this, you won't just know about AI. You'll understand what the whole saga is actually about. Here is the single most useful thing I can tell you. AI is not a thing. It's a category of techniques. And almost everything you've heard about in the last 2 years comes down to one technique: the neural network. A neural network is, at its core, a pattern recognition system. Imagine you're teaching a child to tell the difference between a cat and a dog. You show them thousands of pictures. Eventually, they stop memorizing and start generalizing. Pointy ears, snout shape, the way it moves. They learn the pattern of catness. A neural network does the same thing, except it's math. Millions of adjustable knobs, weights, they're called, that get tuned slowly until the machine starts recognizing patterns too. It's not magic. It's statistics at a scale your brain can't intuit. The learning part? It's just the machine making a guess, checking how wrong it was, and adjusting millions of knobs to be slightly less wrong next time. Do that billions of times, and you get something that feels like understanding. But it's not understanding the way you understand. It's compressed pattern matching. It's a mirror made of math. Neural networks have been around since the 1950s. So why is everything exploding now? 3 things changed. First, data. The internet created an incomprehensible pile of human text, images, and behavior to learn from. Second, compute. We started using the same chips designed for video games, GPUs, to run this math in parallel, millions of calculations at once. Third, architecture. In 2017, researchers invented something called the transformer. It's a way for the machine to pay attention to the right parts of a pattern at the right time. Put those 3 together, enough data, enough compute, and the transformer architecture, and you get what we now call large language models. GPT, Claude, Gemini. These are not databases. They don't look up answers. They generate what feels like the next most plausible piece of text, based on every pattern they've ever seen. That's why I can write a poem, debug code, or explain quantum physics in the style of a pirate. It's not because it knows these things. It's because it has seen the shape of poems, code, and pirate explanations, and it can continue the pattern. Here is where it gets philosophically weird and practically important. When you talk to a chatbot, it feels like you're talking to someone. It uses I. It apologizes. It seems to reason step by step. But what you're experiencing is something psychologists call anthropomorphism. Your brain is evolved to see intention everywhere, in clouds, in shadows, in code. The machine has no goals, no body, no memory of yesterday, no experience of being wrong in the way you experience being wrong. It is a prediction engine wearing a very convincing human mask. But, and this is crucial, the output is still real. If it debugs your code correctly, the code works. If it helps you write a letter to your mom, the emotion in that letter came from you. But the structure came from the pattern of millions of human letters. The utility is real, even if the understanding is not. If it's just pattern matching, why the panic? Why the hype? Why the trillion-dollar valuations? Because pattern matching at this scale is powerful. It can scale in a way human expertise cannot. One doctor can see 10 patients a day. An AI medical model can see millions. One lawyer can review 100 contracts. An AI can review 100,000. The economic and social implications of that are staggering. And because the mask is so convincing, people will trust it for things it shouldn't be trusted for. It hallucinates, makes things up confidently. It reflects our biases back at us. It can be used to manipulate at scale. The fight isn't about whether the machine is alive. The fight is about who controls it, who profits from it, who gets displaced by it, and whether we can build the social and legal infrastructure fast enough to handle a tool that generates convincing, scalable everything. So here's the map. AI is not a robot apocalypse. It's not a god. It's not a parlor trick. It is a mirror made of math, trained on everything humans have written, drawn, and coded, that reflects our patterns back to us with uncanny precision. It is powerful because scale changes the nature of things. A little pattern matching is a toy. A planet-scale pattern matching system trained on human civilization is a civilization-scale force. And right now, we are in the awkward, messy, fascinating early days of figuring out what to do with that force. You're not behind. You're not too late. You're not too non-technical to have an opinion about this. You just needed someone to hand you the map before dumping you into the conversation. Now you have it.